Hello, Huskies back again with more Be a Pro commentary. Um, it's been a while since I recorded one of these, so I don't entirely remember what happened in the last video. I know that I came back from injury. I missed 4 to 6 weeks with a fractured ankle. I just remember my thumbnail with my dude laying on the ice holding his knee or leg. So yeah, we're getting back into it. Be a Pro today. Oh no, I want ice trainer. No, go back. Go back. Control hands? No, feedback hands. Sorry, I said it's been a while since I... Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Trying to color my real life goalie pads.
If you're just with us, it's been a tremendous bit of hockey so far, and more to come. A tie contest going into the third.
I lost face off. That's my bad. Alright, so like I said, I missed 4 to 6 weeks, so I think we're like 30 games in. The team's struggling a little bit. Like, we're what, 11-16 and something. I didn't expect Florida to be great, but I expected us to be at least 500. Maybe me missing time was really an issue. I'm still playing on the first line. We still have Reimer in net. We traded Luongo at the start of the year. I'm a playmaking center for anybody who's new. We have 15 shots, they have 30. This series is definitely like a kind of a when I have time to record it. Haven't exactly had a lot of time lately. Ooh, decent shot, decent shot. I've been focused on the Capitals GM mode. School's kicked off again. Kind of busy with that, and on top of that, give me that. Oh, on top of that, I don't remember what I was going with that. I had. Usually I want a topic to talk about while I do these because I'm not too. It's hard to kind of commentate the gameplay. I got tied up. Been trying to find other stuff to record, but just haven't had the time. My sleep schedule's also been terrible lately, and I can't record once it gets like past 11 or so because since I live in a community, like I live in a dorm, we have quiet hours, and I don't want to disturb people that are trying to sleep when I'm awake. Like I'll usually be up. Ooh, did we get a goal or did they get a goal? They got 2 goals? What? Come on. So yeah, if I don't record during the afternoon or the morning, I usually don't have a chance to record the rest of the night. Plus, once like 7 or 8 hits, the people that I play games with pop online. Like we'll play ESHL. I didn't even go for that puck. No, we've been on a big Counter-Strike kick lately. I've been playing Gears with a buddy of mine as well. I've been more into Halo lately as well. So I've just not really had the time to record this. Or I mean, I don't want to say it's a lack of interest, but I definitely want to be in the mood to play these and to record these. And if there's people around to play stuff, it's tough to record a single player game. And I want to record CSGO, but my computer is just not, with the resolution I play on, it's just too, my computer can't handle it. But yeah, the topic I kind of want to discuss is a real life hockey topic. And it's kind of in response to what happened earlier this week. Over the past, 2 seasons, the NHL introduced their challenge system with being able to challenge offsides and goalie interference calls. Interesting. I heard some real weird noise there for a second. Sorry. Got really distracted. I thought somebody was in the Discord and talking to me. There's nobody there though. But yeah, the challenge thing was implemented, the offsides and goaltender interference thing. And I'm not a huge fan of the offsides part of it, because I feel like games and shit is decided like within a millisecond. Like certain things, judgment calls are tough to really, like goalie interference is a judgment call, and you can challenge that. I understand that. But offsides is a rule, like a written rule that there's no variance to it. So I need a lane change. My guy's dead. So it's tough to kind of see. Like I understand wanting to get the play right, and like when Matt Duchene's a foot and a half offsides, that should be corrected. But the amount of times that they just screw up, and I know it's definitely like they're small cases. Like I said though, judgment calls, you should not be able to fuck up an offsides call, especially when you review it. And I guess I'm not upset with the review itself, but more or less the review process. And what I'm referring to happened in the Chicago-Minnesota game from this past Wednesday. It was the only game of the night. It was on NBC Sports Network. It was a Wednesday night rivalry game. Minnesota scored a goal. I think it tied the game at 2. Parise scored off a rebound. He redirected a puck on net and then picked up his own rebound. And he was offsides on the play, or what's what the picture said he was. But according to the referees, it was deemed that it was inconclusive because they could not see exactly where the puck was. Oh, what a backhand goal. Give me that. I'll take it. I didn't think I was going to score there. All right, 47 seconds left. But they couldn't exactly see where. They could see the puck enter the zone and hit Coyle's stick, but they couldn't see where it was at the last possible second. But either way, they saw the puck enter the zone while Parise was still offsides. They got the call wrong. It was pretty poorly wrong. But at the same time, the entire time the review's going on, usually they have the headset they put on, like this little plastic, like early 2000s headset. But in this case, a national televised game, the only game going on, and doesn't have a headset, he has an iPhone. He's spending the whole time talking to Toronto on a possible professional sport scoring play on a cell phone. Now, the NHL already gets grief because the way that they review calls, like the way that the refs review calls, is they have a little like iPad tablet thing that's like the size of the. I have a book next to me, a Halo book, and it's a little bit bigger than my iPhone, maybe about 75% of my iPhone. But still, it's a very small tablet, and they're trying to like determine these minuscule facts. And these like it's terrible that they think that this is an effective system. Like, I mean, the NFL's got their big giant coaches or their ref like booths that they go in. Baseball has guys review it at a different area. I think they review it in New York. I mean, all these places have like I'm all for Toronto reviewing calls, but when the refs themselves are reviewing it and they got this little tiny tablet, they have to find something better. Now, when they instrumented the blue line cameras, that was a great idea, except you need them on both sides. You can't have a blue line camera on one side and not the other side. It does not make sense. Because as of Wednesday night, they had a view from behind the stick and where the puck was. I'm not going to face off against Boston. But they couldn't see in front of the stick where the puck was. All they needed was a camera on the other side of the ice to catch the exact opposite side, and they don't have that. I don't understand why. Like that seems pretty obvious as what you need. But hey, the NHL definitely is when it comes to new processes, you know, like challenging and other stuff like this, they're always behind and they don't implement it correctly. Another thing like that is the kind of going away from the blue line and the review, but to the new jerseys that come out next year with the Adidas, and they're just dropping all of the alternate jerseys. Like no team next season will have a third jersey. I don't know if that extends to outdoor games. I think the outdoor teams might have them, but I don't entirely know. But they're doing this simply because they're changing companies and the way the jerseys are made. So you're doing the right thing in like grabbing a better named company to make your jerseys. But like one of the biggest pulls in sports are alternate jerseys. Like most of the jerseys that I have in my closet from all sports are a plethora of alternate jerseys. Like I think the first, not the first, yeah, the first jersey I ever owned was a black Blackhawks Eric Daze jersey. That's a third jersey. I have a Taze alternate jersey from where it's got that kind of throwback to the Winter Classic. It's not the Winter Classic, but it was the alternate they wore after the Detroit Winter Classic they played. I mean, it's stuff like that. It's alternate jerseys are a big thing, and if you want to push your jerseys and increase sales, I don't understand the point of just dropping the third jersey. Especially some of these teams, their third jerseys are better than the first jerseys. So it just really confuses me with how they're doing this. Get off me. Get off me. This is a good power play. We didn't get any shots, but we got some nice puck movement. That was not a good shot. There it is. Oh, it got slowed up. If he could have one-timed that, that was a goal. So yeah, just as it comes back to the NHL being behind when it comes to certain like new additions to their league. Like I said, with the challenge system, I think they're not taking enough from other sports. Kind of same goes with the alternate jerseys. Like all these other sports have insane amount of alternate jerseys. Football is not as bad because the NFL implemented their helmet rule, where with teams can only have one shell, so that players can't frequently change helmets because apparently that can be linked to more concussions. It just keeps teams from not having to change out helmets on a weekly basis. And when it comes to football, the helmets are a big part of the uniform. You can't really have a throwback or an alternate without a helmet. But you look at college football, they've got like 9,000 jerseys. Like Oregon has a different jersey for every single game. Like it's ridiculous. Oh, get the rebound. There it is. There we go. Keep battling. Get that Yager. That's your puck. Go to the point. No, go to the point. Don't go to me. Point was wide open on that play. There we go. Good D. So I'm not a fan of the way that the NHL is doing some of this. Like, same with the relocation. Like, they kind of already fucked themselves. They put themselves into a corner with, or not relocation, but add expansion. They fucked them with this whole division system, the 4 divisions, and the East having 16 teams and the West having 14. So they kind of screwed themselves into having to expand out West, despite having 2 teams now in the East that both want to move and probably have to move. Granted, at this point, they probably will both move to Eastern. Like the Islanders, I'll be surprised if the Islanders stay in New York. They struggle to fill the Nassau Coliseum. Granted, the Nassau Coliseum was a piece of shit and just like run down. And Barclays Center was not built for hockey, and it shows. In case you missed it, the Barclays Center is not allowing the Islanders to keep playing there after next season. And they can barely fill because they don't bring in a revenue. There's not enough interest for the Islanders in Brooklyn. So they might move. I know Hartford wants them. There's a couple other places out east that want a team. Quebec wants a team. I don't know if Quebec would take the Islanders. But just you have these, and now you're expanding to Vegas, so you'll have 15 on one side and 16 on the other. Logic dictates you should have expanded with 2 teams, not just one like the NFL did. Like the NFL did 30 teams, they had 15 in each, and they redid their divisions when they expanded. Or no, they didn't. Did they? I don't remember. But the NFL expanded with 2 teams, with Jacksonville and actually, I don't remember how they expanded. They expanded so it was even every time, I think. At least the most recent one was even every time. But still, it's just... I mean, the Major League Baseball had it wrong for so many years. And then instead of expanding, they just moved Houston to the AL and went 15-15. I just think the NHL just keeps putting themselves further behind all these other sports. Like, they already are barely seen as a major sport because of, you know, just general interest in the sport, at least here. Like, I don't know what it is. And oh, I got a goal. Nice. Oh, I got 2 goals. Oh, I got a chance for a hat trick. Let's go. I'm getting this hat trick. So I'd like to see the NHL, you know, kind of add something or change something and have it be successful. Like, I hope the expansion draft, like, I know they know how to do expansion drafts, because they've done a few of them. Just really hoping that they eventually figure this shit out.
It is the 3rd period, the regulation time period, and we are underway.
Alright, so I need 1 goal for a hat trick. Get onside, there we go.
Poke checked away by Green. Loose puck, there was no getting through.
Man, the AI is very tough to play with because all they do is skate to the middle.
And in. Goes back deep for it.
At least my team's AI stuff to play with. Like that. You're just skating in a straight line, Yager. What do you expect to happen there?
Pointed to Ekblad. Oh, what
Ow.
a break. That shot hit somebody.
I'm standing there for a deflection not to get hit.
Wings continue to probe up the wing. Jabbed away by Leidecker. And ripped
So yeah, as this video winds down, because this is gonna be the last game of this video, big block. Oh, give me your opinions on what you think on how the NHL has changed over the past few years, both with the rule changes, the streamlined goalie equipment thing that they're coming out with now, the review system, the removal of 3rd jerseys for at least a season. Like, I'm not a fan of some of the, like, I understand why they're changing them, but I'm just not a fan of the way that they're implementing them and executing their changes. I feel like it could be done much easier, simpler, I guess would be a better way to put it. Oh, they got a goal. Darn. But yeah, like I said, I usually like to go with a topic and get feedback from the community. Small community, but a community nonetheless. So, I'd like to know your thoughts on some of the changes and the process that the NHL has gone through with changing some of these. Well, give me the puck, Yager. There it is. It's a bit cheesy, but I'll take the hat trick goal. Nice. I just drove on Mike Smith. First career hat trick for Askel Huskies. Yeah, get in there, everybody. That was my, no, it wasn't my 10th career goal. Oh yeah. I have 13 goals on the year. Goddamn. I just power moved my way to the front of the net and beat him. It's a shame they've got Detroit's goalie pads wrong. Because there's no black in the Detroit logo, guys. Alright, big goal, hat trick. This is a nice way to end it. Can we get another one? Oh, big save. Reimer stacking the pads.
I'm not sure how he made that stop. Outstanding effort.
Oh, come on now. You gotta pick that up.
My dad once told me, Doc, if you don't hit the net, you can't score.
Nice save. Oh, come on. You gotta get that up the boards.
Florida's recoiling back in their own end. Right near the goal.
Look at the passing. Oh, that's goalie interference. Whoopsie. Kind of gave the goalie a little shove. That's the teeny one. The teeny itty bitty one. I can't skip this, can I? I mean, I could hit the start button to skip it, but it's alright. Yeah, knew that wasn't a goal. So yeah, I guess in addition to your thoughts on like the NHL changes and like expansion, leave any suggestions for topics you want me to talk about, like my opinion on certain things. I'm open to talk about just about anything and everything. My knowledge of hockey is pretty high. Maybe not some of the finer points, but I'm rather knowledgeable about most things. Spend a lot of time reading like random information and shit like that, so I have a wealth of useless knowledge. My useful knowledge is maybe not there, but my useless knowledge is fucking through the roof. It's kind of a family trait. Useless sports and history knowledge, that's kind of where my expertise lies. Look at a poke check. Fuck you and your dangles.
Gathered up again by Huberdeau. Now it's directed to Yonker. Puck is thrown to Leidecker.
Oh, thought I had him with that sauce. Keep it clean? Fuck you, keep it clean. Sit down. Shouldn't have called for that, but I would like to. Oh, I wanted to hit him again. I don't get points for that stick lift. Why not? Not here for a long time. I want to hit somebody again. Oh, that was a bad tripping penalty. That's not keeping it clean, sir.
The Panthers have been handed a minor penalty for tripping. Detroit's power play gets another chance to operate.
Sorry, we'll make up for it. Come on, get the puck up. God damn, the computer takes so long to make decisions. That was a bad deke. Good shot, good shot. Big body check. Alright, go ahead and get off the ice. That'll probably be my last shift of this game. Yep, sure was. 6-2 win. First career hat trick. Very successful game. It's a decent video. We went what? 0-2 and or 1-2 in this video. I could probably play another one. No, I'm gonna call it there. I don't have any more to talk about. So yeah, remember to comment your thoughts on the NHL's process of changing and any changes in specific, and leave any topics you want me to discuss in future Be a Pro videos. Should be another one out this weekend, so keep an eye out for that. As always, leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.